What's good, y'all? It's your dog, YC. For me, I be back with another stream, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little story time for y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all about my first time ever going to the studio, right? So I had to be at least like 14, 13, right? And one of my friends, they was like, "Yo, I got like a producer or like some guy said that he was producing or some shit. He was like a supposedly a nigga that just engineers music, right?" So I'm thinking I'm about to be in a spot. We about to make a couple tracks, and it's an official spot, right? Next thing you know, like me and my son, we end up going to the spot, right? And then when we get to the spot, it's a fat nigga. Like I ain't gonna lie, like some fat dusty nigga, right? Excuse my language, but for me don't get my YouTube doing. For me don't take down this video, right? Yeah, right. So some fat guy, right? He opens the door. I'm not gonna lie, like like this nigga was kind of like this nigga had no shirt on. He opened the door. He had no shirt on. Right? So like I was just like off rip. I thought like I was. It was kind of weird to me for me because if you knew niggas was gonna come to your spot, why would you? You feel me? That was a little weird to me. Right. So yeah, right. Next thing you know, I mean, it was his crib at that for me. So he probably was just comfortable. And he probably just didn't give a fuck. You feel me? Word. But like other than that, I'm gonna say like yeah, when we got on the spot, I was hesitant to come inside the lake to go inside the crib because like it just felt fishy, right? Then next thing you know, we end up like we basically end up like how like we basically bro in his crib it was like a couch, right? So basically like he told us like yo like have to see I'm gonna come out the room in a minute. So then next thing you know, um like he's basically like I don't know what the fuck he was doing inside his room, bro, but for me, word. Me and my son was waiting on the couch for him to come back outside the room so we could start rapping and shit for me. So we could get about it. So then next thing you know, this nigga started like playing with like not playing, but like he was like trying to like set up the alright, so basically in his house, right? The way it's set up, this nigga it looked like he just had a couple $1,000 and he put it together and he got him some good equipment, you feel me? That's all it was. He wasn't no fucking DJ and none of that type of shit. He could probably say he is because he knows what he's doing because he probably been using all the equipment he had for a while, but he wasn't on some professional shit. You feel me? So, right, he ended up setting everything up for us, like for me, right, and then like basically my friend, he wanted to be my manager, right. So like my son was not rapping. It was just me that was just supposed to rap, right. So then I end up getting inside the booth, right? So I'm in the booth, I'm chilling. So I'm chilling. I'm in the booth, I'm sitting down, right? I'm in the booth, I'm sitting down, right? And I'm trying to like I ain't gonna lie to you, like at that time, I would just like write little freestyles. I wouldn't really just take rapping serious. And I still don't to this day. I don't like I'm not a rapper, I don't you feel me? I'm staying in this YouTube and shit. So, right? The nigga like, oh, he's like, yo, like project your voice more higher. Like he's like, speak up. Like he's basically telling me to damn near scream on the mic, right? And I'm like, yo, bro, I'm speaking to the best of my ability, brother. Like, you feel me? And I really wasn't, but like at that time, it was just like I didn't give a fuck for like music, you feel me? And I still, like I said, I still don't, you feel me? So I wasn't trying. So he was like, yo, speak up. He kept telling me like, speak up, right? So that like he was acting weird. Like when I say weird, like he was on some crazy shit. Like this nigga was psyched out. Like when I say he was psyched out, this nigga like after like five, like I'm gonna say 10 minutes after being in the spot, bro. That's when I knew like something was wrong. Like you feel me? Like with him, like he was bugged out. So the next thing you know, like I'm in the booth. I'm saying that I'm trying to think about what to say, and I'm still writing shit at the same time. So I'm in the booth. I'm just saying that just rapping, right, rapping. And next thing you know, I turn my head right. Then I see some like some crackhead bitch, right? So crackhead bitch just walk out the room. And like, what the fuck? Like for me, I think like I didn't jump out, but like I damn near like for me, like I was surprised. Like, I turned my head and I seen the bitch right there just staring at me. The bitch has some big ass eyes, like you knew she was on some shit. Like just looking at her, like you know what I'm saying. You knew she was on some shit, like word. And like her hair was all kinds of fucked up, so like I knew he was fucking that. Like you feel me? Or Shorty walked on the spot. She had a big ass t-shirt on. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like for me, so I'm like, yeah, nah, that's there for me. So then I look, like I said, I look, I see her, right? It's a dusty bitch. She like, she was just sitting there, like, I think she was like admiring me or some shit like that. How you say that shit? Like, she was admiring, like, the way I was, like, probably rapping or some shit. And then she was trying to, like, give me pointers and shit like that. Like, bitch, why you talking to me? You better go sniff your little, feel me in the room. Stay your ass over there. Nah, let me stop. But yeah, right? So, she said that she was like, "Oh, speak up, like do this, do that." I'm like, "Yo, I'm doing my best, bitch. You see me doing my thing, right? Shut the fuck up." Nah, I didn't say that. But for me, that's how I was feeling for me, word, because she kept telling me like, "Yo, like do." She was like, "Oh, speak up." Do this, do that. Like, bitch, you're not the one rapping. You don't even know what the fuck. Like, you just listening based off of what this nigga said. You don't even know what the fuck you saying. You don't know nothing about rapping, anyways, bitch. Stay in your lane. Word, lead this to the professionals. So yeah, that's what I was saying, right? So she's like, oh, speak up and do this and do that. And I'm just like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I kind of was like, she wasn't telling me what to do, but I was kind of taking some things that she was saying. Like I was, like she said, like, oh, like you probably need to like speak up a little bit more. I was doing that, you feel me? Just because like maybe that's where I lacked at. And like for me, it's always room. It's you gotta always have like how you say you gotta be open for criticism for me. Word, because not everybody's gonna like your shit. You feel me? So you gotta hear hear what hear what they like the not the audience, but you feel me? The kind of like the audience what the audience want to hear or like what they think that the way you sound or the way you project your voice, the way and like. For me, I'm still going to it. Let me get back into it, right? So yeah, right. Next thing you know, right? The nigga the nigga start acting he started acting weird, right? Like this nigga he started going back and forth in the room with the bitch, and then he kept coming out, and then he was like, oh, I forgot what he said, but like he was like what he said, but he was like my fault, y'all. I'm trying to remember what he said. He was like, well, this nigga said some crazy shit, right? And after that, like I was just like, yo, bro, like is this nigga trying to kidnap us, right? He said some shit that made me feel like that, right? So then, right? Like when you walk in his crib, this nigga has mad latches on the like. This nigga has mad locks and latches on the door, bro. So you knew like you know that's some tag shit. Like if I go to somebody's crib and they got like four or five like latches on the door, you know they into some shit like or like they moving weight or like you know what I'm saying. Like it's just they suspicious like for me. So the nigga had mad locks on the door. Like I'm a kind of nigga I just pre everything, like everything for me, because for me, that's how you gotta be. As soon as you walk in the spot, don't just try to get comfortable and not watch your surroundings because that's how your ass will get fucked up or die. For me, that's one thing I realized being out here. But look, right, and when I say that too, motherfuckers be plotting on you, you won't even know it. Your ass too comfortable around everybody around. For me, word. But yeah, right. So um, the nigga like he's like, I forgot what he said. He was like, oh, like he kept telling me like, oh, we're gonna like fix up the track and all this other shit. And mind you, the nigga was bugged out, so I just wanted to make the track and get up out of there. I'm like, nah, but I ain't gonna lie, like I'm good. Like for me, you could fix it up, send it to my friend, whatever, right? He wasn't trying to hear it. He was like, yo, like it's like damn near he was trying to force me to fix up the track, right? And I was telling him like, since you're the producer, like just do it when I'm out of here. You feel me? Word. So then like he was like, oh, like but this nigga like I felt like he was trying to kidnap us, low key, right? So like I was like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm out of here. For me, you bugging the fuck out. I'm leaving, right? Then the nigga start like, bro, I'm trying to remember what the fuck, like, how this shit happened, bro. But, like, this nigga just started acting weird, bro, for me when I said like I wanted to leave. And then next thing you know, I got up, I started getting packing my shit to leave. And then like he started like pressing my friend. He started like not bullying him, but like he was bullying him type shit, right? So I'm like I was in my head, I was like, yo, bro, we could crunch you right here, bro. And we in your spot, bro. We could just fuck you up right now, like you feel me? That's how I was feeling. So then next thing you know, we end up leaving there. Then fast forward like a week later, right? Me and my son is just chilling on the block, right? We just chilling, smoking up like how we always like when I was a little nigga. I used to just chill on the block and smoke weed. For me, just posted on some dumb shit. I don't know why. That was just what we did back then, right? That and that's dangerous too for me. I don't give a fuck, but you feel me? I'm just letting y'all niggas know that shit is stupid. Ain't no point in playing the block. So yeah, right? Um, we was just sitting there on the block chilling, and that same nigga that was at the studio shit, right? We see the nigga walking down the block. This nigga has like a lift song, like the Uber lift song. Like it was like basically, bro, like it was like pause. It was some shit like this. It was like a how was that pause? For me, whatever. Yeah, it was a song like this, right? It was like a Lyft song. Like it said like Lyft or Uber on the song, right? Just imagine it said Lyft or Uber, right? And the nigga had it in his back pocket. So the nigga walking up to me, my friend, with a plate of fucking rice and beans, just eating this shit like casually in the street, like nigga, niggas can smack that ball out your fucking head, bitch. No. So yeah, right. So the next thing you know, right? Yeah, he's walking up to us with a plate of beans and rice or some shit like that, right? Then like he asked us, he's like, "Oh, you want some? You want some?" Like, ew, nigga, what the fuck? Yo, you dirty ass. Nobody wants your rice and beans, you dusty ass nigga. You little crazy motherfucker. Nah, let me stop, y'all. But look, let me get back into it, right? So then, next thing you know, the nigga say to my friend, like, he start getting in his face. Same nigga that put me on to him to go to the studio, he pressed him and he just kept bullying him. So I'm like, yo, bro, like this nigga be bitching him and he be playing him like he's some soft nigga. That's crazy. Word. And I thought you was tough, Game Lee. Word. What's going on? So then, yeah, right? The nigga pressed my mans and then he's just getting in his face and he's trying him. But my son was like, he was trying to act hard and like, he was trying to like, he was trying to fake stand his ground, but like, you could tell he was kind of scared. I ain't gonna lie. So, right? So he was like, oh, he was like, oh, I'll fuck you up right here, this and the third, and he was just playing him like he was pussy. And the next you know, he walked away, right? I see the nigga walk away. He has an Uber song in his pocket, right? So fast forward, right? Same nigga, I end up seeing him going viral, right? I end up seeing that same nigga going viral he was on the train and he was putting his like basically it was a video of him touching some shorty on the train, right? If y'all from the Bronx, y'all know what incident I'm talking about. He was touching some shorty on the train, and next thing you know, he was on this block called Watson, right? And then like somebody recorded, like they was beating they was beating the brakes off of him basically. They beat him up. They recorded it. It went viral for me. And then next thing you know, like I think a couple other people like they fucked him up after that too, just because they seen that like it was a video of him. I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure one of the reasons why they mostly beat him up because they seen a video of him going viral for getting beat up. For me, that's why everybody kept doing it. It probably was like 5 times I see the different video of him getting fucked up for me. So y'all know he was going through it after he did what he did, right? So for me, basically, oh yeah, and I seen them. Never mind. For me, I seen them a whole nother time after that. For me, but that's a whole different time for a whole different story type shit for me. But y'all, I ain't gonna lie. Imagine what could have like no weird shit, but imagine what could have happened like if like he could have kidnapped somebody or he could have been bro. Basically, he was a pedophile for me. So think about it. That shit is crazy for me. But yo, that's the end of the story for y'all. For me, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so y'all stay updated every time I upload. And I'm gonna catch y'all niggas in the next one. Peace.